Hi, and welcome back to video number 4 overall and my second video on this channel. Thank you for all the support you've given me in Backseat Hero. We really appreciate it. We are really happy that this is getting popular with people, and we really hope that we keep on making videos that'll make you guys like it. And we're really enjoying this too, so yeah, I'm really bad at saying thank you, but thank you a lot. So let's get to this video, and disclaimer. If you don't like Jason Todd, or if you don't care about him as a character, this probably isn't the video for you unless you like really weird looking stick figures. Enjoy! This is a spoof of Jason Todd's life. And we're using the New 52 continuity, meaning that there's some things that are different from the other stuff, like Death in the Family was the really iconic comic where, Jason died originally. Some of the stuff in there, that isn't how it happened in New 52. So if you're watching this and you're going to comment, well, in Death in the Family, his real name was Sheila. Okay, that's really fabulous. But I'm going by New 52 today, so. It starts out with Jason being a kid, and he's all like, I'm little Jason. And he has a mom who seems like a pretty okay lady. And I'm like, hi, she's Mama Jace. Then he has a dad who's a bit of a criminal. And the mom's a drug addict, the dad's a criminal, and just got into a lot of trouble and issues. And eventually when Jace is a kid, his dad gets hauled off to jail, leaving Jason alone with his mom to deal with her drug addiction. Eventually, Jason's mom dies from a seething OD, so they're both dead, leaving little Jace alone and sad. So Jace takes to stealing stuff to survive, including prescription meds and most notably Batman's tires. Steals them off Batman's car. This is not what a Batmobile looks like, but it's a car. He steals them and Batman catches him and he's like, what you doing, you little bean? Why are you stealing my stuff? I'm the vengeance, I'm the night. And little Jace is like, oh, pill. You caught me. But Batman actually takes him in. Eventually, he's like, hey, man, I'm Batman. Want to be my Robin? Jace's like, okay. So, they become the new dynamic duo. And things are going pretty okay for little Jace. Like, he has a life, but the thing is, he has anger problems. And he just doesn't deal with things the way Batman wants him to, and just it's not good. And it gets worse when he finds out his mom isn't dead. Mama Jace is very much alive and well. The only issue is, it was all orchestrated by this ugly loser. The Joker. Batman's nemesis. And the Joker basically, you'll find out later, he's done all this literally just to hurt Batman. But the Joker managed to actually make Jason's mom look like she was dead by giving her a lethal drug just to mess with people. And Joker's like, ah, and he basically traps Jason and his mom in a warehouse with a bomb to kill them. But of course, since he's a jerk, he also beats Jason brutally with a crowbar before doing this. So then, the bomb goes off. Tick, 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 tick. Boom! Oops, I need to actually put the cameras. And now we have the first Robin to die. I think. So, and that's part one of Jason Todd's life. But there's more. Jason gets dipped in the Lazarus pit by someone. He's getting lowered into the pit. This is probably not what the pit looks like. It doesn't look like this creepy cauldron, but it could. I mean, this is Ra's al Ghul's pit. Ra's al Ghul's a creepy man. And he's all like, I live! And he finds out Batman got a new Robin. This loser, nerd child who uses a bow staff named Tim Drake. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm completely blanking on what he actually does in the New 52, but I'm pretty sure he ends up going after Tim. And they duke it out, basically. Almost like they're fighting for the mantle of best Robin. So we got Timmy, who's actually the current leader of Teen Titans, so he's gotten pretty far for a kid, versus Jason, who has now adopted the mantle, the Red Hood. And let's be honest, Timmy didn't stand a chance. Timmy didn't die, so he's only getting one slash through the body, but he got his butt whooped. Then, if I'm not mistaken, he goes after Dick Grayson, our favorite Eskrima stick-using ballerina man. The thing is, Dick has a lot more experience. He's just had a lot more of everything. So, Red Hood, as great as he is, gets his butt kicked. Doesn't die, but he loses. And that's basically where it ends with him and his association with the Bat family. So now we move on to my favorite part. So we got Red Hood. And the Outlaws. Which was that time when he teamed up with, it was him, and this redneck guy, who's actually another failed apprentice of all people, Oliver Queen. He was once Red Arrow, but now he's Arsenal. And then they also meet up with this really sexy space princess. Who doesn't wear any clothing ever. But they team up and they become criminals. Because they sort of work outside the law. They do the right stuff, but they work outside the law. During that time, you also find out what Jason was doing after he rose from the dead. He went and got some training from some pretty cool people, including Talia al Ghul, the League of Assassins. If I recall, he actually dukes it out with them in Red Hood and the Outlaws, number 5. The volume. It's like issue 20-something. He also got training from this group called the All Case, who taught him really cool stuff like how to hold his breath underwater for a super long amount of time. Think I'm kidding? Do Red Hood and the Outlaws. Not volume, but issue number 7. So, got a little background on that. But then the authors of Red Hood and the Outlaws and the people in charge of DC were like, hey guys, you know what'd be great? If we completely split all this good stuff up and we get him just to be Redneck Man and J. Todd. So now it's just Jason and Arsenal. Make a pretty killer team. They start a business. I remember because everyone calls him Red. And Arsenal gets the dubious distinction of being Arse. And they live together, and during the process of that, Arsenal decides, hey, let's try stuff in the shower. And when I say that, I mean he sets the shower on fire while Jason's in it. That was a really bad drawing, but I don't think this is meant to be that great. But they generally work together really well, and they get a lot of good stuff done. They also end up teaming up with a really unlikely ally. This chick calls herself the Joker's daughter, and you think I'm kidding right now. I'm not. Read Red Hood and Arsenal, first volume. She's a nut. Like a nutty nut. But they ended up working together pretty well. And I actually haven't finished Red Hood and Arsenal because I can't find all of them in the store. But in the end, it doesn't matter because guess what happens to the DC Universe? Rebirth. I'm going to give you some backstory. So they have this team called Trinity in Rebirth. I'm probably getting this wrong in some way. And it's Superman, or Supes, Batman or Bat, and Wonder Woman. And then they decide, hey, let's make a dark Trinity. Because we are edgy. And it's Red Hood, who is not Batman. Artemis, the woman who actually at one point was Wonder Woman, but now was just supposed to be Wonder Woman, was sort of betrayed by her people. We don't have a full backstory. And Bizarro. Now you're wondering, who the Pooty Poo is Bizarro? I'm not 100% sure. All I know he is a clone of Soup. Because that's never been done. And now it's Jason teaming up with this really angry Amazon lady. We've got to draw him with his guns. Him and this Amazon chick who has hair like Starfire, only wears a little bit more clothing. And she has a giant battle axe. I drew that more like a scythe, but I hope you get my point. Actually, that's not good. Here's her with her giant battle axe. And you got this like flowing orange hair thing going. And then they have clone of Superman, who really hasn't done anything yet because he's been being transported in like a tube in a coma the entire couple issues. So yeah, now you have Jason Todd's story. We're going to give you a quick recap. So he's a kid, his parents died. Batman adopted him after stealing his tires. And then Joker showed that his mom's death had been a fake. He kills them and tortures Jason. Then he comes back to life. And he goes and tries to beat people up and loses a little bit and wins a little bit. Then he ends up being one of the outlaws, and they do some stuff, including teaming up with the Teen Titans at some point. And you find out some of his background, like what he did during that weird gap time. And then he goes and teams up with Roy Harper and eventually Joker's daughter. And then Rebirth happens. And now he's with not Wonder Woman, Soup clone, and himself. And that's a really, really rushed version of Todd's New 52 life, as far as I know at least. Have a great day. Hope you enjoyed. Goodbye. Alright, so I really hope you enjoyed that little spoof about Jason Todd's life. Please like and comment and subscribe if you liked. If there's anything you think I can improve on or anything you want to see from me, just comment below. I mainly am into books and anime and manga, but I do watch a little bit of movies and I love Star Wars. So, see you all around.